with the Pittsburgh Steelers. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from Seattle. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Play clock down at 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. first carry for C.J. Prosise. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. On 3rd down, Wilson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. First down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. First down, this is Rawls. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now Wilson on 2nd down. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Wilson again to Rawls. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 2nd down, Rawls. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now Wilson on first down. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Ryan Shazier able to get him for a loss of about 3. On 2nd down, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder, Artie Burns. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
They'll go again with Bell. And unable to get downhill there, so take this up to about the 37. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the Seahawks have picked it up. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here.
Two. Easy.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
After the interception, here's Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down at 5 here to start things out. And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Now Wilson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a third down. Here's Wilson. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Counter play, Rawls. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Thomas Rawls, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And there, the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction, and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
And the Steelers set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, and it's third down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Third down, Roethlisberger. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to run past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Thomas Rawls with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And his throw is incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first. They go play action here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So 2nd and 10 here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Mike Bennett in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th.
Let's go. 2.
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A minute 59 to go in the first first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On second down, here's Wilson. Flushed out right, and he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On third down, Wilson forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And Pete Carroll looks like he likes his chances with the offense on the field. They're going for it on fourth.
19. 14.
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Wilson on the keeper. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Defense showing blitz. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Brown. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Again, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, 38 yards. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Baldwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now it's Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come out here in the eye. On the ground, rolls. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Thomas rolls as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. Ooh, the juke. And now out come the Steelers. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And the Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, he shifts past him. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Again, it's Bell. Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. He's at the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, 76 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's got Lockett. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. They set up the screen to Rawls. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll dump it off to close ice. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to the ground attack. It's Rawls. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls, 26 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And that's complete to Jesse James. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jesse James, 79 yards. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And he puts it through. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now set to take over on offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it because...
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt able to get in there and drop him behind the line. On 2nd down, Wilson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing is Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
I just love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but...
No, fouled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on second. From the shotgun, Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down. Here's Wilson, operating from the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, two-score game. So hold on here, not done in the fourth. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. On second down, Roethlisberger. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now Ben on third and long. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A Steeler first down, Roethlisberger to Bryant.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Now Bell. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
There we go. Keep these two. 50. Go.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Martavis Bryant, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Wilson wants to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
The Seahawks on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Wilson to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. And now running right through it. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. That one goes for 29 yards on third down. In motion, right, Baldwin. Here's Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5. So we've got a 2nd and 5. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second and 5. Lacey gets the handoff from Wilson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And, Brandon, this is where it pays to have a big back who can take over a football game, especially in the 4th quarter when you've got the lead. Your ability to not just wear people down, but close games out.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of